whether you are single or not, we all know tons of people who are, Christine, and wish they weren't, Christine, and seem to be having a really hard time finding someone or the one. So joining us this evening are two women who have been through it all, and they have written a book about it called Single and Hating It. Welcome to Jennifer John and Denise Chan.
Thank you for having us.
So I'm going to let just Christine take over here. I'm about to celebrate my 25th wedding anniversary, so I don't think I'm, good on this topic.
So to be fair, you two are relationship experts, if you will. So tell us the story of how you met and got together and now concentrate on relationships in their many forms.
Well, actually, Jennifer and I, we used to work together at the same law firm. And that's where the birth of our friendship began. And we were both single at the same time. Mm-hmm. And just our friendship just started to blossom from there. And then through that friendship, you start going through life issues.
Right.
So, relationship breakup.
Life issues. Yeah.
Loss of family. Jennifer had lost her mom. And just, going through everything and walking each other through that. And then, your friends, you're meeting your friends, and then what happens is that they started sharing. They started to come to us, gravitate to us to
share. I was
share.
just going to say, you become the people that everybody calls when they have a problem.
I know.
Have a problem. And they started coming to us, from friends, to coworkers, to family members, to sharing their relationship issues and relationship problems and things that they wanted guidance on. And so we became the go-to.
So our lunch hour was actually appointment. No, it was. We had an appointment book.
It got to a point where it's like you had to schedule, we were booked like week after week after week. And it got to a point where it's like, okay, no, enough now.
Yeah. And then, so then we started our own social media on Facebook. And then we found that women from around the world, they would email us and start talking to us about relationship. And that's where we started doing our market research on heart storm. That's what we call it, a heart storm, your broken heart. And then we started to apply these, everything that we've given advice and we've hearing the feedback on it. And then I said, Jen, we should write a book because everybody's just coming to us. Let's write a book. And here you have it, Single and Hating It.
So, but you already have the articles, web series. Like, why specifically the book? Do you think that people want something to hold on to?
They do. And I think, from what we were getting from friends and what we were getting from online and social media is that they wanted something tangible. They wanted something beyond the web series. And, you can listen to something for half an hour, but you can spend so much time reading a book and soaking it in.
And it's
have
so much more.
Yes.
Flick back through it.
And we go in a lot of detail with the book as well, like very detailed in there.
Well, you're talking about relationships, but one of the focus points that you mention is that singleness is not a curse. And so many people do find that they don't want to participate if they're single, because we have a society where pairing up is the norm. And so people feel bad on Valentine's Day and bad on all kinds of occasions.
And because of, that in society, you're made to, because I'm single. I'm still single. And you're made to feel as if you're an outcast, that, on Valentine's Day, on those special occasions and events, that, being alone, being single is that something's wrong with you. And that
society makes you feel that.
As if something's wrong with you and you're the one who has the problem.
I mean, I have tons of friends who are married and they will have, social things and they don't invite single people just because it's couples, right?
Exactly.
And you know what? We've experienced that as well, where a lot of our friends, most of our friends are married and they're in relationship. And I think that is why Jennifer and our friendship started to grow tighter, is because they do exclude you. And the exclusion does hurt because it does. Society and even your own peers make you feel as if it is actually a curse, but it's not a curse because it allows you that opportunity to grow as an individual. First of all, we're individuals first, and then you become
coupled,
interdependent, with that mate of yours. So then it allows us, because we found that it's not a curse, because we allowed ourselves to heal from past relationships, whatever personal issues we're going through, self-confidence issues, and allows you to enjoy yourself, because how can you not like you allow your like yourself for somebody else
to come into your life now and want to spend time with you.
Okay, so let's say we have a whole bunch of single listeners out there, and they would like to not be single. So what would your tips be?
First of all, become the greatest version of yourself. Meaning, spend time with you. Do the things that you enjoy doing by yourself.
I'm so sick of spending time with me. I can't even tell you.
What? And so you reach that point, which is great because I'm there too, right? And you become, and that's when you know that, you know what, you've developed yourself to the point now you want to share your time with someone else.
No, now I'm convinced I bore myself that I will bore everybody else.
You know what it is? It's true what Jennifer says. You do become the best, or you start to. After a while, it gets okay. I think I've healed.
Maybe you become the worst version.
But you have to also. It's your attitude, your mindset, because you have to have an inner peace about yourself. You have to have this inner peace, this joy that comes within, because we cannot depend on another person to bring that, to make you happy. Because so if that person has a bad day, does that mean it makes you have a bad day? So your peace has to come within. You have to accept yourself. You have to enjoy yourself. A joy has to come. And then, Christine, it has to come with a great confidence that I know that there is somebody out there for me. It doesn't matter about age. I know age is a factor.
But you know what?
But it's not.
You have somebody. Now I want to talk to Jennifer.
But Denise is absolutely right. It's that your attitude does matter, and it plays such a big factor into it, because we're all attracted to happy people. We're all attracted to joyful people.
Right.
And the more joyful and the more at peace you are with where you're at in your singleness, okay, you're single, is the more that you're going to attract someone to come into your life. And they're going to want to spend that time with you.
I was single for many years.
I actually heard somebody say that you make room for that person. So if you have two parking spots, you don't park in the middle, you park in one. You leave room in your dresser drawer for that person's clothes.
Even when you're sleeping.
That's crazy.
Sleep on one side of the bed, so when he comes, he can
have beer in the fridge, even though you hate beer. I mean, isn't that
Christine? No. When John walked through the door on our blind date, I was upstairs getting ready. I yelled down, "Please come in." The door's open, and there's a beer in the fridge. It was the beginning of a beautiful relationship.
Okay, well, yeah, I know, but that you had a date, so you went and got beer. I get that.
But I think
it's mentally making room as well.
It's the idea, the mindset that you have is that you make room for what you really want.
I think a lot of single people feel that they appear desperate, and they try not to, because there's something about that that's very off-putting.
Actually, I agree with that. I've seen a lot of women when we go out for dinner, Jennifer and I, and you see them after work, and they do look desperate. And you sit there, it's like, you don't. That's a major turnoff. I have a lot of guy friends that say that's a major turnoff when they do. So how do you not look desperate? It's like you don't make it up. Like you don't go out there and like you're prowling.
I'm going out to catch a man.
Yeah.
But there's a fine line between not looking desperate and looking like I don't need anybody and I'm not interested.
But you know what? If you're happy and you're joyful and that's what you're giving off, men can tell.
They're attracted to that,
they're attracted to happy.
So how did you meet your
Actually,
the one?
It's everything that I have in the book. We went to, I went to a business networking event, and it was a year ago. We just connected, but it was just a connection, just nothing happened. Like it was no anything, and we just talked, and that was it. And then we just maintained contact throughout the couple months. And then just 7 months ago, I realized I really like this guy, not realizing he liked me from day one.
And I told her from day one, this guy's interested in you.
And I'm like, not me. He wants somebody with more meat. Well, I'm a bones. Speaking
of connecting, where can people connect with you, and where can they buy this book?
They can buy the book on our website, singleandhatingit.com, and on all of our social media, Twitter, Facebook, singleandhatingit.com.
All right, it'll be across our social media too. And congratulations to you. Happy good luck to you. And please help Christine.
I am going to help Christine. I told Christine that.
And we're hopeful.
And we have this on tape, okay? Yes. This is what she said. Stay with us.